everybody, welcome back to C2 Tactical in Scottsdale. We are here with my friend Destiny. Some folks have asked us on the video about the suppressors for home defense guns. Well, John, you really should have put it on a decibel meter because, of course, the compression in the camera and all that stuff. I agree with you. And so today I have a NIOSH-approved decibel meter on me old iPhone. So we're going to let Destiny shoot this a little bit and see what the sound levels are.
BakerTargets.com is where I get the targets you see me shoot all the time on Active Self-Protection Extra. They ship fast, their prices are great, and they have all kinds of targets, both for competitive shooting, defensive shooting, and fun too. Check them out.
I'm going to start real quick by putting my ears on, though, because the first few are supersonic, and I don't want to mess with it. You know what we're going to do first? Actually, here, watch this. I have the gun.
You got it.
You have that real quick. We're going to start by taking the suppressor off. Yes, I know. Some MP5 nerds are going to be like, John, what are you doing? You've got a tri-lug on that suppressor. Why aren't you using the tri-lug to put the suppressor on? Because I don't have a tri-lug adapter, okay? And they're expensive and they're hard to find. And it was already set up for the thread pattern that was on here. So right now, that's where this is. We're going to start with it unsuppressed, and we're going to see what the sound levels are. I'll just stick it in my back pocket. You figure you shoot it unsuppressed first because otherwise the suppressor gets warm and then you try to stick a suppressor in your pocket. All right, I'll take this. You have that.
I've got the gun.
Rock and roll. You have the gun. All right, so you were going to take your magazine out of your back pocket.
Okay.
Insert that bad boy in the gun. Yeah, with the once nope. So it's up here actually because you're not in the grip. Now on an MP5 we go a little forward.
Okay.
There we go. Rock that in. That's nice and tender. Now, you're going to take this and whack it down that way.
Whack what?
This guy right here,
you're
going to smack it. Good job. That's what we call the HK smack.
All right.
Okay? Now, first 3 shots are 115 grain MagTech full metal jackets, and then the next 3 shots are 147 grain subsonic HST. Let's just see what our sound levels are.
Okay.
So just aim at a B8, right? We're just trying to see what the sound levels are. Ears are on, everybody, right?
Oh,
you got to take the safety off right here. You can use your thumb. There you go. Okay, that only showed 116 there, which is kind of interesting. Okay, showing 111. Go ahead. 111. Now we're going to get some HSTs. Should be about the same. Yep, 118. Go ahead. We got 2 more. 114. All right, that one only showed 98. I think those are a little low, quite frankly. That feels a little low to me, but I wasn't right at the muzzle or whatever. Let's put the suppressor on, see what it does. Okay, hang on a second. Let me get my sound meter out. This is the whole reason we're doing this noise. Okay, sound meter's out. Good. Take your safety off.
I did.
You did? Go ahead. That came up 94. 96. 79 on that one. Now we're going to the HSTs. Shouldn't even have the supersonic crack. Wow. So that showed 83 there at the end. That's interesting. 89. Now that showed 105, but you know what I think the 105 is actually is it's catching the brass
as it hits,
hitting the bottom. I think that's the end. You can try it again. I think you're empty though. Yep. So that's kind of cool. Now I'll say this: we're using an iPhone, not a professional audiology equipment, so it's not like that. But what you noticed is we went from what it's recording about 118 decibels down to like 90-ish. And so, yeah, you're talking about 28 to 30 decibels of reduction, which is pretty cool. Did you notice a difference in your ears?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, huge,
I mean,
right?
even through my hands, I could feel the difference.
Yeah. Okay, let's transition to a little bit bigger cartridge, shall we? All right, next, we're gonna do the same thing. We have some 5.56 here. So this is my defensive rifle, right? So, this is a rifle. By all means, stick it on your shoulder. That's totally great. Has the same dot that you were shooting on the last one, though, so it looks really similar, feels really similar. It's on a really high mount, so it might be a little bit high for you on that. But all we're trying to do here is get a couple shots. Now, remember, this guy here has very little recoil, but he's super loud. Okay. So you're gonna definitely hear the loudness.
Okay.
Right. So is this guy? Yeah. So the bolt is locked back. Magazine for you, madam. Cool.
Okay.
And now you're gonna hit that bolt release right there. There you go. You're loaded, so you are on fire. Let's put you on safe. Okay. Can you see your dot?
Yep.
All right. So let me get my sound meter out. All right. We're showing our sound meter. So go ahead. You're gonna flip that down just like that one. Yep. Lots of. See, it's only showing 116. I think it's maxing out. I don't think it has the ability to do any more than that because, trust me, the overpressure here, you can feel the buzz, right? So
Yeah.
it's not loud
Feel it in
necessarily,
my
but
chest.
yeah, you can feel it kind of thump.
Yep.
Go ahead. Hi, Chingaba. Okay. So I don't think this sound meter is necessarily doing a great thing here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this safely. So we are going to pop that magazine. There's that for you. We're going to release that round so that it is an unloaded gun. And then we are going to not point the gun at our hand even though it's unloaded. Now, I know some people are gonna make fun of me because I have these big, long, cans here. I bought these cans cheap, okay? This is a Gemtech 762 can, so it's not even a dedicated 5.56 can. And you can make fun of me all you want, but I paid $200 for it. Now, this makes this gun a little long in the end, right?
Okay.
All right, load it up.
I know. Weighs more than I do.
Korea. Okay, so now you've got to run this bolt. So you're gonna grab this and pull it all the way to the rear and then let it go. Good. So that showed 76, which again, this is too low, right? So it's not 76, but you're seeing the difference in what it's recording from 116. No, it showed 107. This thing obviously is struggling. So what do you experience the difference there?
Hold on, get that there. Between the
Unsuppressed and suppressed.
it's definitely the. It's hard to explain. It's more
There's
of
no
like
thump.
it's the before it was like you could feel the
Yeah.
vibration.
Boom, boom, boom.
Now it's very what's like just I can't think of the word where it's just like on top. You can't feel it deep.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
that makes sense.
So the overpressure is what
Yes,
that's called.
yes.
It's very, very different. I need to shoot this gun a little bit because it's my favorite. Freaking love this gun. There's nothing like the feel and the smell of suppressor gas up in your face when you're shooting suppressed. You think we're done? Now we're not done. On the short about suppression and home defense guns, a good number of people said, but John, I want a suppressor, I want a shotgun for home defense. Well, what's that got to do with the price of tea in China about suppression? And yes, if you want to talk about a long suppressor, a Salvo 12 with all of the baffles inserted, that's a lot of suppressor. But listen to how quiet it is. This is Federal 8-pellet flight control double-aught buck. It's literally a giggle inducer. And here's the interesting part. You want to see what a small human shooting this gun is like? Let's let you shoot this bad boy.
Got it. Okay.
Come around.
Yep.
Come on around here. So you are
I got
loaded
it.
and hot.
Okay.
Okay. So you are off. That is the safety is on. I'm going to take it off because it's set up for me as a left-hander.
Got it.
Okay. Now I'm going to tell you with this gun. Now big long suppressor out the front, so it's heavy. All that stuff. You got a dot here that you're going to see right through. Big circle. Okay. Put it on a target. You want to push this gun and pull it. Right. So you want to think about it like a bow and arrow. I'm really pushing and pulling it.
Okay, I'm pushing with.
Pushing with this hand
This.
hard. Think about it like a bow and arrow. I'm pushing with that front hand, pulling with the rear hand back to
Okay.
me. Okay? So I'm
Got
going
it.
to take your safety off there. Square up. Square up like your pistol a little bit.
Oh goodness.
Oh, goodness. Push with this hard.
Okay. Push and. You're saying.
So let me have the gun. I have the
Yeah,
gun.
I don't know.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just pulling back enough that I'm touching it to my shoulder. And then with this hand here, I'm pushing and trying to
Push
pull
it.
it out. So watch this.
too early, not enough coffee.
Okay, I'm going to put this
I got
back on
you.
safe for a
Yep.
second. Now, here's what I want
Got
you to
it.
do. Hold the gun with this.
Hold
Hold the gun with that hand. Put it up to your shoulder. Okay, good. Now, here's what I want to show you. I have this gun in the front. You let it
Okay.
go in the front. Now, I'm gonna show you how much push I want on this.
Okay.
Okay? So you're gonna pull and hold this. Okay?
Okay.
So I want you to more. Come on, more. Come on, more. That's how much push I want.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So now you've got a hot gun.
Okay.
Okay? Push. Go ahead. That's full power 12 gauge loads. How'd that feel?
It was good.
Did it beat you up?
No, it didn't beat me up.
Now, This is a heavy gun.
It's heavy. I
Okay.
feel like I should have worked out a little first.
It's that long. Okay.
Look at it.
It's a Kentucky long rifle. Okay. So nobody's saying that this is a easy and comparable or any of that stuff, but it also hits like the hammer of God. You know, it hits like Mjolnir, so that's a good thing. So listen, is there some difference? Yeah, I tried with the sound meter. I don't think it's built for gunshots, and it's just like, nah, we're done with that noise. So, but you could see it made a huge and a significant difference.